Alright, hi guys. Oh my gosh, it's been way too long. It's been about a month, I think, since my last video. I just wanted to talk to you guys about what's been going on for this past month. So, failure. That's what's been going on. I have just not done very well. I mean, exercise-wise, like, I've definitely kicked it up a notch. But in terms of food, fail. I mean, I'll go 2 days and then I'll eat a pizza. I'll go for a great day in the morning. I'll have a smoothie in the morning. I'll have a wonderful lunch. And then at night, pasta with cheese. Like, I'm just not doing as well as I possibly thought I was going to. And I see this pattern every single time I go on a diet, where I'm doing well for a little while and then food just cheese, dairy, like complex carbs, it just really just drags me in. So I think I wanted to talk about a different strategy this time with you guys. I want to talk about 3 things that I think are extremely important before you start your weight loss journey. Like 3 points that you should definitely work on and assess before you even start actually trying to lose weight. So, thing number 1. I have this all written down here also. Thing number 1. What is your emotional attachment to food? Why do you reach for the kind of foods that you're reaching for? Why is food your best friend? I think that was extremely important for me to think about. And why do I need food so bad? Why do I need to eat 3,000 calories a day? Like, when I'm not even hungry, when I'm absolutely perfectly satiated, I grab for that crappy food after about 9 o'clock at night. And I don't know what it is. And I think that it's just an insecurity, I guess, within myself. I just feel the need to fill a void with food. And I think that it's really important for you to work out those issues while you're on your weight loss journey so that you really know and track your patterns. You know what I mean? What time in the day do you absolutely feel like you need something crappy to eat? That's really important too. I find that at night, I find myself searching for fatty foods. That's really important. Is it because I'm feeling lonely at that particular, time during the day? Am I unprepared during that time of the day in terms of meal planning and things of that nature? We'll get into that in another point, actually. So why is food your best friend? Definitely need to work out those emotional things before you can start your weight loss journey, I think. Another thing that I think is really important is your lifestyle in terms of activity level. I was reading this book or watching a documentary, I don't remember what, and this man was talking about, in our modern industrial society, how we are just much more sedentary. We don't move, we're not active. And with our lack of an active lifestyle, we're now fatter, we're more depressed, we're more anxiety ridden than ever. And I think that it's super important to get your activity level up. I think that once your energy level is up and you're more active, you're exercising 5 times a week, I think that once you have more energy, you have more willpower in order to stop eating crappy foods. So that's my, take on it, and that's my strategy, is I'm going to really work on getting to the gym 5 times a week before I even focus on what I'm eating. Because I tend to find that when I've exercised on that day, I don't want to mess it up with crappy food. So, on the comments below, tell me what you think about that. But I just feel like that's an easier way to start the journey. And the third thing I think is really important is changing your environment and making it more susceptible to you being in a different frame of mind. So all the junk food needs to go. If you have a wife, if you have a husband who is eating crappy, y'all need to have a talk. Y'all need to sit down and have a conversation, because it is not going to work if they're bringing home McDonald's every night and you're trying to eat your salad in the corner. Y'all are going to get into a fight. Or you're not even going to get into a fight. You're going to be like, baby, thank God. And you're going to eat that McDonald's. You can't have that. You have to tell your boo that he or she needs to keep it out of the house. And they might need to go on this struggle with you. They may need to go on this diet for 6 months with you. Because it's super important not to have that kind of temptation coming into your house, you know, after you've cleansed it. So that's also really important. Also, you need to be more organized. That's it with the changing your environment. You need to be more organized. You need to have a game plan. On Sundays, plan out your life. You know that so for example, on Mondays and Thursdays, I go to Zumba. I go to Zumba on Mondays and Thursdays. And then on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I do this thing called the Nike Fitness Training app, where it just gives you a step-by-step instructions on a particular workout for that day. If you want to do a endurance workout, a strength workout, a mobility workout, you know, you can choose whatever you want. You can have a fitness level, beginner, intermediate, and advanced, and you can, you know, do your workouts from home, which is super important. I love that. So you want to have a plan. And also, for some people this works, some people this doesn't work. Meal planning, it doesn't work for me. I don't like leftovers. I know that's so fucked up, but I really fucking don't like them. I hate leftovers. I think they're gross. So I can't meal plan. I tried it for a week. It didn't work out. So for lunch every day when I'm going to work, I have this kashi bowl, which is vegan, of course. It doesn't have a lot of calories. It's like 340 calories per box. So these are really convenient for work, for example. So I have this planned out. Or I'm just giving you another option. I have this one, which is super delicious, from Amy's. I love it. This is 340 calories as well. Look at that. So those are great for lunch. Awesome. In the mornings, I'll have a smoothie. I have a Ninja blender. I'll just 2 bananas, cup of strawberry, some blueberries, whatever I'm feeling that day, some coconut water to water it down, blend that up, breakfast. Boom. We got it. Dinner, that's where I struggle, actually. Jumping to my first point. My first, thing point with what is your emotional attachment to food. At night, that's when I gravitate to food. I need to pay more attention to cooking. That is so important. If you don't cook, this lifestyle will not work. If you don't put the effort into your food, it will not work out, and you will end up not, succeeding. So that's super important. Make sure that you're cooking. So let's just briefly go over what we talked about today. So, emotional attachment to food. What is it for you? Why is food your friend? Because food is not your friend. It's not going to comfort you at night. It's not going to make you feel better. See a therapist. Find other means to feel better. But food is not going to do it for you. It's a cycle. It's only going to make it worse for you. So think about that. Number 2, changing your lifestyle into being a more active one. More energy equals more willpower equals the motivation to actually get your goals done. So very important. Focus on your behaviors. Focus on exactly what it is that you're doing that is stopping you from getting to your goal point, to your point of achievement and success. What are your small behaviors that you're doing? Got to focus on them. Actually, that goes into my third point, which is changing your environment and planning your life. You got to make sure that you have all the crappy food out of the house. Your family's on board. Or if they're not on board, then maybe they got to go. I'm just kidding. I'm not saying that you shouldn't talk to your mom. I'm just saying that you need to figure out how to explain to your parents or your loved ones that this is a lifestyle, this is what you're doing right now, and you need to support me. That's it. So yeah, those are the three things that I have kind of realized, the epiphanies that I've had over this last month, 3 weeks, whatever. It's hard stuff, but we got to keep going. We got to keep trucking along because I'm not giving up. There's no way that I'm giving up this time. I'm 23. I've been trying this since I was 16. We're not giving up. We're gonna figure it out. We're not gonna have the same cycle where I eat well and I exercise, and then a month later, and I start seeing a little bit of progress, and then I stop, and then I gain it all with the way back. I'm not doing it. Oh, I didn't say this. I have weighed myself. I am 200 pounds on the dot. Last May, I was 170. So I gained 30 pounds over the summer. Can't do that no more. No more of that. No more gaining that much weight in the span of 3 months just because it's the summertime. That's not an excuse. So yeah, follow me on my journey again. I'm glad we had a little update. I'll be back next week. I promise you I will be back next week with an update and a weigh-in, because hopefully the goal is to at least lose 2 pounds within the next week. So wish me luck.